In this video, we're going to be looking at some igneous rocks located at Mugu Rock near Point Mugu. Point Mugu is located south of Oxnard and west of Malibu along the Pacific Coast Highway, Highway 1. And maybe you've driven this way, and if you have, you've probably seen Mugu Rock. You drive between the point of Mugu, basically, and there's this road cut, and there's this small rock here on the other side of the road. There used to be a road that went all the way around it, but now they have the road cut through, and with the road cut, we're able to see some really interesting formations. In the video, I'm going to show you what it looks like to walk on the other side of the rock, where we see some really interesting igneous and dike intrusions. If you remember from lecture, a dike intrusion is where there's a void that's filled vertically by magma. And so when we see the intrusion at Mugu Rock, we see these vertical dikes that separate the Topanga Formation with the Conejo Volcanics. So let's go take a look.
I'm standing at Pacific Coast Highway near Mugu Rock, and you may have seen this feature if you're driving along Highway 1, if you're on your way to Malibu or back towards Ventura County. And this is a great place to stop and look at the ocean, and there's some really cool geology features that you can stop and check out for yourself. So this road cut was created in the 1920s, and it wasn't until the 1930s or so that they cut it back even further, because if you can look at the outside of Mugu Rock, there's a road that used to cut all the way around, and that's where cars used to drive. So they made this road cut here, as you see it today, a little bit safer to drive through. But one of the advantages of a road cut is then you get to see what's on the face of the rock. I'm on the west side of Mugu Rock, and what you can see behind me is a really great example of an igneous dike intrusion. Now the intrusion is really visible from this side because it's this lightish greenish kind of color in contrast to the rocks surrounding it. So here, this is the Conejo Volcanics that is intruding the Topanga Formation. This is Miocene in age, and the Conejo Volcanic dike intrusion is where the dike makes room in between natural fractures of the rock, and these were deposited vertically. Now, about 14 million years ago, these then tilted ever so slightly to the north. So you can see this intrusion is not totally vertical, but slightly tilted. And this is a great place to come and check out some interesting rock formations right here at Mugu Rock.